Alright guys, what's up? It's Justin with California Grenadiers again. Today's the day that things arrived from GP Factor. The winch carrier or winch plate arrived, as well as the license plate bracket. And it's just 2 boxes, pretty simple, straightforward. Yesterday the winch arrived, the come-up winch, and I made a little video about that, but I wanted to make a clarification on the line. So the line on the come-up winch, the Slim Seal 12.5 RS, which by the way, I believe stands for, you know, the R and the S is like remote and synthetic, maybe, and wired. So it comes with the remote, synthetic line, and wired remote. I believe the 12.5 is just the standard remote with the steel line, the steel cable, and then the 12.5S is the winch with the corded remote and synthetic line, and then the RS comes with the synthetic line, the corded remote, and the wireless remote. And then also the capacity on this setup is 65 feet, 55 which is designated as usable. I believe the factory is maybe 35, somewhere around there. And I believe this setup offers you like an 83 or 84% greater line capacity. So everything that we talked about in the other video holds true. It's just slightly shorter. That again, you know, you can use extensions. You can use snatch blocks on both of those, you know, both kind of pulley setups. It's just with these shorter lengths, you may need extension lines. May not. Probably with this setup, you probably don't need it. With the factory, maybe if you're close enough to something that you can hook to or another vehicle, shouldn't be a problem, but you may run into some problems if you're a little bit further from something that you can winch from, like a big tree or big rock or something. You may not be able to reach it, but you never know until you're in that situation. So anyways, with that all done and said, this came today. This is the winch carrier winch plate. The winch is already designed with the casing already turned with the lever so that it fits right here nice and cleanly, and I believe it mounts face forward, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't looked at the instructions yet, but that's what that winch is designed for, so that it can be mounted facing forward. It has the holes on the back of this that I'm going to guess that mount directly to the frame or the crash bars, and it has other nutsert type things that things are going to mount and screw into. Probably the factory pieces that are retained mount back into that. But let me tell you guys, this thing is beefy. So it's 1/4 inch steel, as it should be. But what's cool is that it's got all kinds of gusseting and notching to then it is where it is then welded. All this bracing here is going to give it that lateral shear resistance if you're doing side pulls, which is really neat. And it's also going to kind of solidify the rest of the bumper. Other unique features I kind of noticed, just taking it out of the box, you know, like we mentioned, it has the lever cut out, and then it has the hole for the Fairlead, the hawse Fairlead, but then it also has the hole for the access. So if you need to access the wire or the line, if you get a tangle or something, or you wrap it on itself, you can kind of work with it there, put it in free spool, and kind of play with it from there. It seems like a decent enough space. I mean, I can fit my hand through there, maybe even 2 hands if I have to, you know? So it seems like a good deal there. Similar, kind of different to other winch carriers, if you're familiar with them. If you're just adding on a centerpiece, usually it's like a tray that the winch sits into. So this one's kind of unique where it's forward facing, it's hidden, and I believe, I'm going to guess that it mounts forward, but I'll have to confirm that. I haven't looked at the instructions, like I said. Haven't really looked at everything yet, I just opened it. This looks to be some type of spacer setup for maybe getting in between the factory bumper and maybe this, I'm not sure. I'll just have to look at the instructions, not sure entirely where that goes. Looks like a spacer kind of setup, but this is bitchin'. This hunk of aluminum is gorgeous. Made in the USA. Gonna say it's billet aluminum, and the cuts on it, the machining are just gorgeous. And the texture of this is so smooth, but it's matte finish, so you're not gonna get any nicks or frays in your rope. I mean, this thing is solid. And I think I mentioned from yesterday's video that what's neat about this is how thick it is, because it then pushes the winch line out away from the bumper fascia. So that's really cool. Let me grab this standard Fairlead that comes with the kit, or with the winch. So you can tell right away the difference. I mean, this thing is beefy, solid. This thing's got lightning pockets. That's fine, you know. For other setups, you want a lower profile kind of thing, lightweight, that's great. For me, I want it to be strong. I want it to be beefy, tough, rugged, you know. If you look at the thickness of these things, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you could potentially use this, but you'll have to be very cognizant of where your line is pulling, which direction. Yeah, I don't even think, yeah, the holes don't even match, so now you can't. But just as an example, you would have to be very cognizant of the direction of your pull because of the thickness. Because as the line goes right here on the edge, and say you're pulling at an angle that way, it's cutting across that much closer. Whereas on the same thing, it's cutting across the same angle, but it's pushed out further away from the fascia, so less likelihood, less chance of getting something cut or frayed or nicked or whatever. Spidera cord is incredibly strong, but you know, it's not bulletproof. You can tear it and stuff, so you do have to take care of it just like all your other gear. Looks like this is maybe a spacer of some sort. Matches up with this guy. I'm guessing it goes behind there. I mean, the machining of this, guys, is amazing. Just the design, the fabrication, like it's beautiful. The material, I believe it's like zinc coated and then powder coated. So that's like a double weather resistance kind of thing and hardening situation. The zinc really makes it much more rust resistant, and then the powder coat just kind of sticks to it a little bit better as well. But I'm super excited about this install. This is like something I've been waiting to do for a long time. Just couldn't figure out which path I was gonna go. AJ kind of twisted my arm. But look at this. This is also very thoughtful. Get a little closer so you can see this. Not many companies do this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's all the hardware. But each pack of the hardware, the screws, the bolts, spacers, washers, whatever, they're all labeled with the size, so you know exactly what to get. I mean, they've made it idiot proof. They give you some thread locker as well. I mean, this is how kits should be done. Like, this is care right here. Somebody took a lot of care and thought and put it into this product development, you know? I mean, they even included this license plate bracket. And it also has the stainless steel components, and this is removable. This is easily removable, so you know, it just goes right there. You put your license plate over it, and it kind of protects the Fairlead, and you have your road legal license plate because it's hard mounted. When you need to take it off, you just, I think it looks like it comes with some thumb screws. You unscrew it, chuck it in the back, and then you're in party mode. So I mean, this is a very well thought out product right here. Robust, strong, a lot of care was taken in making this. So super excited, super grateful. I do have the winch down below the table here, but I just wanted to at least go over this with you guys. I will do kind of like an after install. I don't know if I'll have the time to actually do an install video. Maybe I'll be able to get some pictures and things. We'll see. Between you know, my son's school, regular 9 to 5, getting ready for the expo, trying to go on adventures, you know, time's a little tight, but you know, I want to help you guys out as best as I can, make it easy for you guys, and kind of just talk about these different products and really go over their unique features. I also have the Bullbar down there, kind of a little teaser, but getting my hands on that, you know, and the packaging and everything, a lot of care was taken in that too. Like, this thing should go together in like 5 minutes, the Bullbar. First I'll put this together, slap it in the bumper, get everything wired up, put it back together, and then slap the Bullbar on top of that. It should be good to go. I mean, it's not only going to change the look of the vehicle, but it's also going to offer some protection from some brush, you know. I don't really have deer where I live, so that's not really a major concern for me, but I am considering putting some risers on it and making some brush risers to see how that works out. And it'll make some good defense for some other obstacles maybe on the road, you know. You never know. And it's nice the way that it's set up. It's modular, different pieces can be replaced if one piece is damaged. So that's kind of nice, rather than just one big hunk of metal that's difficult to work with. If you damage that, that thing's toast. Whereas this, damage the one side, the left side, the right side, you can replace one of those sides, or you damage the centerpiece, which I doubt will happen. You can replace those. The standoff posts are like beefy, so you know, like, GP Factor knows what they're doing. They're making really high quality stuff using nothing but the highest quality materials. I mean, you can tell when you get your hands on this stuff. Like, I mean, this is how it should be. 1/4 inch steel, MIG welded, notched. Like, this is how it should be made. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this setup. I'm gonna try to get this installed in the next few days here, get the video out there for you guys to check out. But let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment in the comments section below. And if you're interested in picking up one of these yourselves, please reach out to GP Factor. I believe OK 4-Wheel Drive, a couple of those other companies also carry this stuff. I know Tiny Rig Co. over here in California are a super popular builder. I believe they're stockist as well, and they have a lot of the GP Factor products on their car. So, you know, check this stuff out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your guys' plans are, and I'll talk to you soon. Looking forward to the build.